Hey everybody. Today we're going to talk about a two-step process to help you reduce financial stress and improve your financial wellness. And don't worry, we're also going to talk about what financial wellness is if you've never heard that term before.
Welcome to Wisdom and Wealth, where we talk about the human side of money. Join us as we dive beyond the numbers, unpacking the psychology of money to equip you with the tools you need to be wise in wealth.
I'm Brendan Frazier, Chief Behavioral Officer at RFG Advisory, and I want to start off with a little bit of good news. If you've ever worried about your money, if you've ever been stressed about your money, felt insecure about your financial situation, just know you're not alone. In fact, listen to this. There's tons and tons of research out there showing that the majority of Americans report money as a major source of stress in their lives. It'll depend on what you look at. Some studies will say 65%, some will say 70%, but there's overwhelming research that the majority of us feel or have felt stress around our money. Approximately 70% of people say that they don't have enough savings saved up to cover a major unexpected expense. Over 60% of people say that they worry about their debt. And lastly, not surprising to any of us, 73% of couples say that finances are a source of tension in the relationship. So let me say it again. If you've ever been worried, if you've ever been stressed about your money and your financial situation, you are not alone. And it's this reality that started to shine a light on a new term that many people aren't even yet familiar with. It's called financial wellness. And it just so happens that the powers that be, whoever decides to denote a certain month to represent something, whoever those people are, they decided that January would be Financial Wellness Month. Now, was it intentional that they conveniently placed Financial Wellness Month right after December when we've all been on a barrage of spending? Maybe, maybe not. But here we are, it's Financial Wellness Month. So let's talk first about what financial wellness is and then what you can do to improve it. Financial wellness, first and foremost, is different than financial literacy. So financial literacy is the knowledge and the skills that you need to be able to manage your money and your finances effectively. A very, very important skill that you have to have. Financial wellness is a little bit different in that it's the feeling of security and confidence and control about your financial future. And I just want to be clear, you need both. You can't have one without the other. You need to have the skills and the knowledge of financial literacy to know what to do with your money. But what good is it if you know what to do, but you don't feel good about it? Money's not just quantitative. Despite what we've all been trained to believe, money's not just quantitative, it's also qualitative. It's not just about numbers and dollar signs in your account. It's also about your relationship with money, how you feel about the money that you have. I mean, there are people with more money than they could ever spend that still worry that they'll run out of money one day. There are others who make more money than almost all of their peers, but they stay up in bed, losing sleep every single night over the thought of the debt that they've racked up in order to afford this lifestyle that they need to keep up with. Contrary to popular belief, contrary to what you've been told, nobody is immune to financial stress. So to put this as simply as possible, if we want to make financial wellness as simple as possible, it boils down to two things. Number one, feeling good about your financial situation. And number two, knowing what to do next with your money. If you want to improve your financial wellness, you need to feel good about your situation and know what to do next with your money, which is where the two-step method to control your finances and improve your financial wellness comes from. So if you want to reduce your stress and improve your financial wellness and how you feel about your money, follow this two-step method, 2 A's, assess and act. So first, start by thinking about this just like your physical wellness or your health. Most likely, most of you have some sort of annual checkup, a routine visit that you make with your doctor every single year. It's a time where you go in to assess your current health state. You go in, you do some routine tests, answer some routine questions, and it'll help you determine, is everything okay or is something wrong? And if something's wrong, then you can figure out what you need to do to fix it. You develop a plan to take action. So again, assess and then act. A couple years ago, I had a family member who went in for their annual checkup, routine visit. The doctor did all the things that they normally do, asked a bunch of questions, asked how things were going. They did a routine blood test. But when the blood test came back, it showed that he had severely high cholesterol levels and didn't even know about it. And so after assessing the issue, he and the doctor came up with the plan to act in a way that would lower his cholesterol and improve his physical wellness and his health. Assess and act. The first step was assessing his current situation, his current state of health. That identified a problem. Once that was identified, they were able to develop a plan to take action to improve his health. Improving your financial wellness works the same way. The first thing you need to do is assess your current situation, and then you'll know how to develop a plan to act to put yourself in a better financial situation. And just so happens that while January may not be a fun time of year to look at your finances after the spending spree that comes in December, it is the perfect time of year to sit down and do an annual financial checkup. You want to start assessing how you're doing financially and how you feel about your financial situation. Because remember, money's not just quantitative, it's qualitative. You want to know what to do with your money, but you also want to know how you feel about it. You want to have a plan for your money, but you also want to sleep well at night knowing that things are under control. So how do you do that? How do you assess your current financial situation and how you feel about it in order to develop a plan to act? There's a number of ways you can do it. What I'll do here is I'm going to give you 5 questions that you can ask yourself to conduct your own assessment that covers everything important at a high level. Number 1, on a scale from 1 to 10, how satisfied are you with your overall current financial situation? Number 2, scale of 1 to 10. How satisfied are you with your ability to afford major unexpected expenses that may pop up? Number 3, how satisfied are you with your current plan to take care of your family or your loved ones after your death? How confident are you that the money's going to go to who it's supposed to go to, when it's supposed to go to them, in the way that you want it to? Number 4, how satisfied are you, again, scale of 1 to 10, how satisfied are you with the amount of stress that finances place on your relationship with your significant other? And lastly, number 5, once again, scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you today with the progress that you've made towards your financial goals? Answer each one of those questions. As you now know, they're all on a scale from 1 to 10. And now that you've assessed and taken time to get a feel for where you are, it's time to act. The first thing you want to do is go back through your answers and start with the one that received the lowest number. And then you can develop a plan to act from there. So for example, when my wife and I sat down to do this, we went through this personal financial checkup or financial assessment, and where we had the lowest score was on how we felt about our plan to take care of our loved ones after our death, which naturally for us was our kids. We both gave ourselves a 3, by far and away the lowest number. Once we had assessed our current situation, then we could develop a plan to act. So number 1, we immediately sat down and had our insurance needs completely reevaluated to make sure that we had the coverage we needed if something were to happen to us. And then number 2, we scheduled a meeting with our estate planning attorney to make sure that everything was set up in an order. And once we had done that, we went back, reevaluated on a scale of 1 to 10. We were closer to a 10, and we were no longer stressed about that aspect of our financial situation. Again, assess and act. Assess and act. So if you're tired of feeling stressed about your money, if you want to focus on your financial wellness and improve your financial wellness, don't wait. Carve out the time this month, Financial Wellness Month, to first assess and then develop a plan to act. As always, as you're going through this, as you're doing a checkup, as you develop a plan, if you have any questions at all on what to assess or the action you need to take, reach out to your advisor for some thoughts and some guidance. And until next time, stay wise and well.